Helder. I work for TruDomes, and I have the greatest pleasure of being here at Tractors Cream today with Vicki. Vicki, I don't know if you can just give us a little bit of an introduction. You perhaps know Vicki already, but if you're new to the glamping industry, then can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So yeah, I'm Vicki, and I'm the owner with my husband of Tractors Cream, and we do glamping and events. So we've got 2 geodesic domes from TruDomes, one 5.8 metre one and one 6.7 metre one, which we're in at the moment. And yeah, we've been running our site since 2017, and we started off with yurts and then quickly realised that domes were the way forward. And so saw TruDomes at the glamping show and absolutely loved the product, and we're now getting 2 more for this year. So we've also got a YouTube channel where we kind of vlog about what goes on at the glamping site, and we've had loads of people in touch with us all over the world who are wanting to start their own sites, and glamping is really like the fastest growing industry at the moment, isn't it? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a bit about me.
Thank you so much. So we are excited to kind of be with you today, because what we're doing is we are launching our brand new Glamping TruPotential group. Now the idea of this, I feel like we're really fortunate in that we work in an incredible industry.
Yeah.
We work with amazing glam site owners personally, but also there's so many other manufacturers that are all very much about sharing, trying to help one another, and ultimately I think that your success as a business owner, as a glamp site, is our success as manufacturers as well. And so what we really wanted to do is kind of bring together this wealth of knowledge from trusted suppliers, trusted site owners, so that we can help other people along their way, really, so that they can reach their true potential, their glamping true potential. So we want to have different features every time that we do this, but Tractors Cream, they have such an incredible following. They've got nearly 6,500 subscribers on their YouTube channel, and so it felt right that we would come down to Somerset, to Tractors Cream in person, so that we can do this. And what we really wanted to do today was just learn a little bit more about, so you guys are fantastic with your YouTube marketing, and so that's what we wanted to talk about today, is YouTube really as a marketing tool and how you use it as a business. We couldn't think of anybody better than you guys, and so what we hope is that you'll find some nuggets of information and some things that may well help you along your journey. And so over to you, Vicki, if you don't mind, if you can first of all just kind of tell us well, what made you go to YouTube in the first place, I suppose.
Well, video's kind of just been creeping up and up in the important things you have to do when you're marketing. And like, as business owners, like, I started off as a dance teacher. Like, I knew nothing about glamping, I knew nothing about video, nothing about YouTube, but you learn quickly that video is what gets people buying from you, because if they know your face and they recognise you and you become a kind of trusted person, then that means a lot when someone's wanting to buy something from you, essentially. So yeah, so basically I said, oh, I want to start vlogging. Well, like, so many weird things happen and interesting things happen. I said, I really feel like we ought to sort of vlog about this. Yeah. And so I asked for a GoPro for my birthday, that was also in 2019, and I said, I'm just going to start putting a video out every week and just of what goes on around here. So we started, it was so hard. The first couple of weeks were awful. I didn't know how to edit, like, I'd never edited anything in my life. Yeah. Brian had bought me this like software package, I hadn't got a clue how to use it, and I just sort of winged it through making a couple of videos. And then yeah, we just sort of kept making videos, and yeah, it just kind of took off.
So at what point did it take off for you? Was there like a magic formula, or?
Yeah, I know exactly what it was. So during the first lockdown, 2020 lockdown, we built an A-frame cabin. So Brian he loves everything American. He really fancied an A-frame cabin for his home office, and we had a lot of time on our hands, and my mum just said, oh, just build it, like, if it's in your head, why don't you just go for it? So we built the A-frame cabin and videoed it, and I sat on the footage for ages because I was hoping we were going to finish it, and we never quite finished the inside. And so in October, I thought, oh, I'm just going to put the video out there. And for some reason, it got picked up in America. I suppose it was a mini kind of viral video. And then we've just, since then, it's been like our Christmas #1. Like you just keep getting people watching it, because a lot of people in America search A-frame cabin.
Yeah.
So we obviously also put on the G86 Dome builds and like time lapses of how we built it, and we've done a couple of those videos now. And it seems like geodomes are really taking off across the world, especially in America. And so we've just had, we're nearly 700,000 views, I think we've had on the channel now. So yeah,
amazing.
It's weird.
Do you feel like YouTube is underutilized as a marketing tool for glam site owners generally? What's your sort of
it is, because I didn't think of it as a marketing tool at all. I just thought it was going to be something that we might have a couple of followers, and then we could look back in 10 years time and see what we did, and basically kind of have our own little diary. But actually, because we've done like virtual tours of the site, and then we've gone out to different places around the local area and shown where you can go and visit when you stay here, then that's also made people kind of feel like they know us. And then when they arrive, like, oh, you're Vicki, like they already know who we are. And then it feels like you're visiting friends, because you feel like you already know the person. And it's weird, because then I don't know them at all, and it's like, oh, a bit awkward. But I think that's what makes customers more comfortable with you, because they feel like they know you already.
Yeah. And what's the effect been for your bookings because of using YouTube? Do you find that most people have found you through that, or do they? I
don't know whether anyone's found us through YouTube, but I know that anyone who has gone on the website has then watched a lot of the videos, and has then mainly the virtual tour, because then you get to the website and you think, oh, I can have a tour of this place and I know exactly what I'm going to get. So I don't think, because a lot of people are watching in America and across the world, they're not our customers that are actually going to buy our product essentially. But it's been brilliant tool for, I think, retaining customers. And then people are invested in your site, and they see what changes are being made, and they can look and see what you've got up to, and then it's like, it's like following your friends along their journey, I suppose. So it's more from that point of view, I think. I don't think you're going to gain customers from it. But I think it's a brilliant tool to use with your existing customers, just to kind of keep them interested.
I mean, there's certainly a brand awareness out there of Tractors Cream, I think.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so. And it's amazing how many people we certainly speak to in the office.
Okay.
Oh yes, I've watched the Tractors Cream, or I'm subscribed to the channel. So I think there might be more people watching it.
Literally got no
idea.
Probably.
I it's interesting, isn't it? And so, are there any pitfalls of using?
So you can get abuse.
Really?
You can get a lot.
So
especially with the A-frame video, because there are loads of, you don't know how to build, this is rubbish, this is going to fall down in 5 years, like total abuse of that kind of thing. Even attacking Brian's beard, that beard harbours bacteria, and no women will want to come near you, and like just things people just like. I'm not a keyboard warrior, but so there's a lot of that goes on, but you just have to ignore it, really. Like it doesn't bother us if in the slightest. If somebody has taken the time to sit and write a comment, happy days, it helps the algorithm, is the way I look at it.
Do you ever respond to those comments, or do you just leave them be?
Yeah, I respond to every single comment.
Do you?
Even if it's something like, oh, I'm really sorry you feel that way, but we're just learning and everyone makes mistakes, things like that. I never rise to it at all.
Well, that's brilliant, and I think that's what makes you guys and what makes Tractors Cream such a good watch, is because you are just authentic. Like you're not trying to be anybody or anything that you're not, and that really kind of comes across on camera. And so, I think there's a lot of value in just going, okay, well, thanks for watching, thanks for your comment, and not rising to it.
No, and that's the only way you can be, really. You can only ever be authentic, because you can't keep up a fakery for any length of time. If you want your business to carry on for years and years, if you're putting out a fake image to start with, it's impossible to keep up. And also, normally, your USP for your site is you. It's the person running the site and how wonderful you make it for your guests. It's all about you. So if you're not comfortable and you come across fake, then it's all got to go to pot.
Yeah, no, exactly. Have you got like 3 top tips for using YouTube if someone's like, oh, okay, I think that could be a good tool and it's something that I want to give a go to?
Yeah.
Have you got like top tips as things as far as like what makes interesting content, what's really worked for you guys?
So people do like start to finish projects, like, you know, there's all the programs on TV at the moment, all reality TV, a lot of it is a start to finish project where you see something that come from absolutely nothing. So if you can do that sort of thing, people love a story and they love to follow like how you're building up your site.
Yeah.
But also I think it works really well to go and showcase your local area, because they're going to come to your site and think, oh, what can I do? And if you think, oh, I don't know anything about a local area, what am I going to do while I'm here? If you can show them what you can do while you're here, then you can make a whole series of videos, and that's just a case of going out and having a nice time and doing the local attractions. Like, that's a really easy thing to do. And then also, so editing, get yourself some good editing software and a good camera.
Is there one that you would recommend? I know we're not endorsed by any.
No, we're not. No.
But, you know, people want to know.
Yeah, so you can use your phone, easy peasy, as long as you've got it on landscape, because YouTube doesn't want you to be in portrait mode, they want you to be in landscape. So film in landscape. But I use a GoPro generally because it gives you a nice wide field of vision. You can just, it's so easy to turn on, put it in your pocket. Yeah. Really, really easy to use. Brian would disagree because he's bought himself a fancy pants, big camera.
Boys love to do that.
Yes, yeah, which I find really difficult to edit, because you want to make the editing process as easy as possible. Yeah. That's just, you don't have to fiddle about with the colours or anything like that. It's just there for you. So so that would be my recommendation for GoPro. And yeah, any other tips? Don't get bogged down with who's following you and subscribers and stuff like that. Just make it for what you want to make it for. Like, enjoy it. Like, you're going to very quickly fall out of love with it if you're slogging away at it and it's a chore. So if it's something that you can do quick and easily and it's fun, then great. But just don't get bogged down with it, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. How instrumental do you think? So you guys were featured on a BBC programme.
Yes.
Was that last year now?
Yeah. It was 20. They came and filmed in 2020, and it was aired in 2021. Yeah, in March.
How instrumental do you think your YouTube channel was to them selecting you to be on their programme?
I think it was really helpful to them because they went through all our footage and said, oh, can you give me this snippet of video that we want to do as part of the backstory? Yeah. And then they said, oh, we didn't get any images of the sunset. Can you go out with your proper camera and go and film? Yeah. And Brian was very excited. Some of his footage was used in the programme. So I think it was really useful for them to have all that back catalogue of video that they could call upon to get their story, basically.
Brilliant. Now, do you know what I needed to do with you? I was going to give you a personality profile. I love, have you ever done it before?
No.
So, I love 16 personalities, and learn, you know, we all kind of fit into these different personality types, and I think what I'd like to do with you, and maybe some of our other glam site owners, is try and profile you so that we can kind of match people up to...
Oh, okay.
Because it may well be, I'd be interested in how extroverted versus introverted you are, because it may well be that for some people, being in front of a camera, they just might not be able to do that. But it may well be that there's someone on your staff, or you know, someone that you're working with that maybe would be happy to be in front of a camera, and so it's about trying to make, you know, it's horses for courses, isn't it? You know, it may well be that
there is some, because I get it that a lot of people really, really hate being on video, and lots of people I've spoken to have said, oh, I just can't get in front of the camera. But the more you do it, you could video yourself 20 times and make loads of videos but not put anything out there, just to get used to it. And then once you feel a bit more comfortable and you think, right, I'm going to just put that first video out there. And they say in the YouTube world that your first 100 videos are a load of rubbish, and that you just need to keep making content, and the more you make, the more you put out there, the easier it gets and the more confident you get as well. So we're on video number 95, so hopefully the content will get better.
Well, this is my first video, so hopefully you take up our average a little bit, we'll see. But okay, no, that's really interesting. I think there's been some real nuggets of information in there. I hope that people watching will see something and identify with it and go, oh, okay. It will maybe give you the confidence to kind of just give it a go.
Yeah.
Any final words of wisdom?
I would just say, just do it. Even if you're just making it for yourself, if you think what it takes to start a glamping site and build all of the different things you're doing and work your way up to whatever your vision is, I think if you can just video snippets of it, and even if you're talking to the camera or not talking to the camera, just because then even in 10 years time, if it's just for you to look back on, amazing. But if you feel like you can then put it out there, then all the better, I would say.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Pleasure.
Thanks for your time, Vicky. This has been great. Hope you guys have enjoyed it too. Please like, subscribe, try and find our Facebook page as well. And if you've got any like-minded friends in the glamping industry that want to join, then you just need to look out for Glamping TruPotential. Glamping TruPotential. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.